Yo everybody, Rob or Gale, your favorite silencer nut job. In today's video, I wanted to take a look at the LMT piston 12-inch gun and see how it performs as far as accuracy goes and velocities. So we've got a handful of ammunition. Without wasting any time, guys, let's get into it. For the weapon overview, we have the Exigent Defense Street Goblin, a B&T bipod, an Aimpoint Comp M5 with a 5x magnifier. And then I threw some Magpul parts on it. This is the standard trigger. And of course, I've got the Radiant safety selector in it. All right, guys, let's get into it. Okay, we've got our chronograph set up. Let's kick her off by aiming center chest with the 55 grain ammunition. All right, 3-shot group. We've got 2673 for 3-shot group. And a fun little burst. I would say my chief complaint about this gun is that Geissele trigger. I think it's like the SSAE or SSE3 gun, or I don't remember. And it's so short on its reset that anytime I try to do precision work, it always bump fires. So I'm probably going to switch it out to a lower grade trigger like the SSA or the G2S, something like that. Even though it's cheaper, I just find it doesn't bump fire quite as much. Group size. Okay, all three of those are 0.3 mils from top to bottom, left to right. So you're looking at probably about an inch and change for that group. Not bad. I'll leave it just the way it is and switch ammo. All right, next ammunition is the green tip. The same point of aim. Again, that bump fire game is so much fun. All right, chronograph caught 3 of those shots. Total for the 3 was 269.9. So 2,692 feet per second of the 3 it was able to capture. And all 3 of those, you can see the burst walking its way up. All 3 of those are kind of similar in size. We're looking at just over a 1-inch group from north to south is kind of the largest spread. We'll make a light adjustment and then we'll switch ammo. Okay, next group of ammunition. We've got the Tumbles on Impact from Fort Scott. This is 40 grain ammunition. Okay. Average velocity, we've got 2,900 on the dot. And we've got just over a 1-inch group to the north there. I would say group size, it's pretty darn consistent across the board on all the ammunition I've given it so far. Okay, next flavor of ammunition is one of my personal favorites. This is the SIG 40 grain varmint. And there goes all 3 rounds of it, because this gun just loves to bump fire. Nice mirage coming off that suppressor. Suppressor covers is on the way. I'm going to do a video on all the different covers I have. I've got almost all of them, and we'll look at what they're for, what they're not for, and how each one fares. All right, so our average velocity here is very consistent at 32.25. That's pretty darn smoking. 32.25. I mean, the Fort Scott stuff was like 2,900, and here we are 325 feet per second faster with the SIG ammunition. So it's easy to see why I like the SIG ammo so much. Group size, take a peek. I fired all these at the head. Yeah, we've got same thing, about 1.5 inches, maybe closer to 2 inches, and it's slightly right on the face there. I'm gonna give one more adjustment, and then we'll switch ammo one more time. All right, last set of ammo here. This is the Norma 69 grain ammunition. We're going to go top center admin for this one. Hopefully we don't bump fire the whole mag again. Alrighty, average velocity, 26.23 across the 3-shot group. Not bad for 69 grain ammunition. And Wow, we have a huge point of impact shift. It's 1.5 miles to the south of everything else I've been shooting so far. So a huge point of impact shift. I'm going to switch back over to the 55 grain stuff and shoot one more group because I think that's where I want this gun to be eating. We're not going to worry about velocity anymore because we already have that data. Hopefully we don't mag dump again. I have a dead trigger. Yep, my trigger is dead. So a lot of guys ask me about this trigger. Now, you've obviously seen the reasons why I don't dig this trigger so far, especially when it comes to precision work. If you were running, gunning, three gunning, that kind of thing, I get it. You want the lightest, shortest travel, and you're kind of slapping that trigger as you're moving through barricades and obstacles. But for precision work on gas guns, I find that these just bump fire a lot, and I found that a lot of guns, they just don't pair very well. And here's yet another example where I have a dead trigger. So let's see if I can get the trigger cocked and run it again, and hopefully we don't bump fire. Another dead trigger. Let's cock the hammer, try it again. I'm not frustrated. It's fine. Everything's fine. It doesn't annoy me that we're wasting ammo. It's fine. So guess what I'm going to do when I get home? I'm going to take this darn trigger out of here. I do not care for this trigger for any type of precision work. Now, again, if you're into the competitions and moving around a bunch, I get it, rock on. For me, I really like pushing rifles into precision and taking them maybe outside of their design to play with the further distance targets. I'm even debating on putting a 1 to 10 on this gun, just because on my full-size LMT, I love my 1 to 10 on that. And this guy is so incredibly accurate, if I could get more magnification than just 5 power, I could really take advantage of it. But with this trigger, I can't do much of anything with this rifle. It's going to have to be a stand-up, run and gun type of weapon until I trade out that trigger in order to get precision out of it. Guys, if you like this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I enjoy learning it, I hope as much as you do, and I enjoy even more sharing. Thank you so much for your support thus far, and we'll see you in the comments.